Hi, this is Cobra here. I'm going to be testing out a recording for Gothic. If it works out alright, I will be doing a playthrough of this series. This is one of my favorite RPG series, and I kind of wanted to play it again, so what better way to make a video out of it, and see how that goes, and if it goes alright, I'll keep doing it. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to watch the intro here. I'm going to be quiet, though, throughout it because it's kind of loud and I can't really talk over it, so adjusting the sound settings doesn't help either. So anyway, let's begin.
The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Khorinis was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop. Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well. I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you.
Keep silent. Right. Send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up. I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
Alright, so that was the introduction. Some of those character models you won't actually see in the game, so...
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there. But if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
And so starts the game. Hang on. I think I might need to adjust something here. Nope, it's already maxed. Alright then. So this is kind of a really weird control setup. This is one of the #1 things people complain about, and it's still kind of something they have issues with, even with the Risen games. But basically, in order to pick things up... Oh, barrier. Gotta be careful about that. I think there's something else over here that I wanted, though. Maybe it's up here. Yeah, it's up here. Okay, so basically, you have to hold down the left mouse button and then press forward to pick it up, which is kind of strange. Kind of funny that the barrier is there when that's where they're supposed to bring stuff in, so... Alright. I don't think there's a way to sprint. Let me check, though. Oh, there is. That's not run. That just makes me walk. Okay, so I can actually go talk to those 2 guys, but they don't really have anything important to say, so... Meat bug. So, in order to attack, you also have to hold down the mouse button, left mouse button, and then use the movement keys to, like, execute whatever move you're trying to do. So with fisticuffs, it's just forward. Okay, so this, left click again, hold down, then strafe right or left or whatever you're using. Actually need the meat bug meat because that's important for quests later on. Arrow. I'm not going to need that for a while. Don't know what the tumbler's for. Okay, same things with chests. You hold down the left mouse button, press forward. Okay, this is a little more tricky. If you hold down left mouse button and then left or right, it does it in increments of 1. It gets Alt does it in increments of 10, and I think Control just takes the whole lot. So, but I don't have enough stuff to really test that. And that's kind of what you have to do to trade too. So, more blueberries, because it makes total sense for you to be picking up blueberries that are red in color. Alright, tab opens your inventory, strafe left or right, left or right, goes through the various categories. Again, to equip, left mouse button hold and up. So, yeah. We'll be getting some different weapons here, though, pretty soon, so. To worry, right mouse click lets you jump. Or nugget. Rusty. Back off. Alright, so. And as you progress through various weapon training, you will eventually get access to like different moves. Like, even though I have a one-handed weapon, he holds it with 2 hands incorrectly. It's kind of on purpose. Once he learns how to properly handle a one-handed weapon, he'll hold it correctly, and your attacks will be faster and things like that. So, alright, see if I remember how to jump. Yeah, you hold down the jump button. It'll look up if it's something you can grapple onto, like that, and then you just press forward and he'll jump up on top of it. Hold back on that. Pickaxe. Actually first heard about this game from Underdogs back when they were still running and functioning and all that. I think their website's just kind of archived now. Alright, so this is an old sword. It's better than the rusty one, so we'll switch that out. Go kill this typical bird type enemy that all of the Piranha Bytes games have. Arrows. Another problem is trying to highlight the item you're trying to pick up, because you have to be facing it. Make sure I got everything before moving on. Let's see, I don't remember how exactly you're supposed to block. I think it's, yeah, you just hold back. However, monster attacks, I don't think you can block those, so you just have to dodge or avoid them or kill them as quickly as you can before they can hit you. Pick up some plants. Blueberries. Alright. And they have little conversations amongst themselves, although it's usually the same thing.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do, to start with. Then we'll see.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Yeah, I got that from those ruins up there, so.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creatures. At least every merchant will trade.
Alright, well that'll do it for now. So anyway, if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you the next time if this does well.
What do you want?
Yeah, go away. Bye.